But I've been coming to these rooms, and I intentionally started listening so that I'll hear people's stories. We are talking about storytelling. And I am a therapist, and I'm also an emotional focus coach. And we all have stories to tell, right? About having this shared experience when COVID hit. And there's different places and spaces in our lives, and how we are trying to dig ourselves out of that kind of, the aftermath of COVID. It is economics, it hit some people, globally. There were more deaths, I would say, in the West, but I would say that in Africa, so the deaths happened in the West, but Africa bore the economic brunt. And countries are still, and families are still trying to dig themselves from that hole. So this is where I come in, the story of you can heal. You can actually sort of live by design and get yourself out of any situation by, first of all, healing and then getting clarity so that you can move forward. So yeah, this is who I am, a therapist. I see clients, live clients, on a daily basis. But my life's work and my passion is making sure people realize that they have the will to choose how they live their lives. And I'm also one of the African Business Heroes, judges. So just letting people know that I do that as well. I help people heal emotionally, and we don't storytelling evokes emotions, and yet we are afraid to tell those vulnerable stories that has brought us where we are. So thank you again for inviting me to the stage.
That's interesting. That has been interesting. We can never finish to sing our songs. I used to say in the Obehi podcast, of course I can say it today, that everyone has a story to tell, and I'm really sort of strong on that, because it is true. We all have story to tell. Now there is a kind of a post I'm sharing recently. It has to do with creating the blackness of Africa. It's a documentary that I did a couple of years ago, about 8 years ago. So I was interviewing a Cameroonian lecturer who came to lecture in Verona at the time, because we were organizing a summer school here in the city. So I was sort of provoking him to the idea that some European said that Africans have no history. Then I was asking him, what is your take on that? Of course, you will see that in the documentary if you watch it. Of course, I've not yet uploaded the documentary. I'm thinking of uploading it to YouTube soon. So he was saying that even a stone has story. Even a stone has story. So for the fact that water or rain have been falling on stone for several years, that is a story, because it's an event, something has happened. So for somebody to say that in Africa there is no story, we don't even know what we want to tell those people. Why I'm saying that is a confirmation of what Risi has said, that we all have story. All of us have story. There is none of us that don't have story, because something have happened to you. How did you get to this point? Les Brown was saying one time that there was an army general who went to Europe to train. Then when he got back, he was usually asking the people that he was training, where have you been? Because we are not always in the same place. We are not in the same format. We are not in the same form. And we are not in the same experience. We are always transforming continuously. So that is story, that is experiences, that is growing, that is development. All these are enshrined in the communication we are going to give to another person in the form of story. So there is no one that don't have story. That is why I really so believe on that we all have story to share. And that is also why a company like TikTok have become very powerful. Not because they share statistics, Because if we are looking for statistics, for example, in Italy, for example, we have the National Institute of Statistics. If that is what we are looking for, we should go to statistics. Every country has an institute of statistics where they usually do all the balancing of trade and balancing of sheet, how many people come in, how many people died, how many people went, how many people do we have in the military, how many doctors do we have, how many reverend father do we have. Those are statistics. But that is not really what moves the human emotion. What moves the human emotion is the story. That is what makes TED super, make it different from many other industries out there too. And that is why we are talking about it. What can we learn from it?